Hey, this is my I've been tagged video. Start fresh. Hi out there, I think I have 5 subscribers now. So wow, we got 2 in one day, so we're excited. So excited that you got a new video because I was impressed. So yeah, Poetic Cheese tagged me. I'm pretty sure I'm the last one on YouTube to be tagged, or at least last one who's actually been a member for a lot more than a month. I've actually had a YouTube account for almost 1.5 years now, so being tagged is actually kind of cool. I've only got, this will be my 7th video, but still kind of happy. So without further ado, let's get into the 5 facts about me. First fact. As you've probably noticed, I'm kind of into Spider-Man. And by kind of, I mean I'm really into Spider-Man. There is a reason for it, and like I said, I will go into it. I'll give you kind of a brief idea of why it is now. So as far as the history of the thing of Spider-Man, when I was 9 years old, I got really sick. I grew up in like a really bad situation. I had a lot of really bad people around me, drug dealers, sex offenders, all kinds of bad things. As all that was going on, I was reading a lot. I started reading when I was 3 years old, and I was realizing that I didn't want to grow up to be like the people that were around me, and so I started looking for new avenues, I guess, or new, I don't know, I would say edify now, like new people to edify, but obviously when I was, 7 years old, 9 years old, I didn't really know what that meant, but that's what I was looking for. Like, all these books I read, there were good guys and there were bad guys, and the more I read, the more I realized the people I lived with, be it my parents, my birth parents, my step parents, whatever, they were not the heroes of the stories. They were always the villains, and even the times when they were the good ones, it was never for the right reasons, which to me is part of being the hero, I guess. I am neurotic as far as I try to do the right thing. On one of my websites, I have like 5. Have fun trying to find them. Yeah, so yeah, that's my thing. Like I said, I went through all these series of books. I went through a lot of different books. I started reading when I was 3 years old. I got really into a lot of books, but I wasn't really comprehending them as well as I could. I've read a lot of them that I read back then, and I realized I probably wasn't comprehending pretty much 80% of the books I was reading, but it was something that kept me quiet, and it like fed my knowledge. Like, it fed me wanting to learn like what the world was like, and it pretty much led to me, I think it led to my nomadicness. I don't know if nomadicness is a word, but I think that has a lot to do with it. I'm very much, I don't like to stay in one place for very long. It's something that's kind of difficult for me. It was one of the great things, my next fact will go into something that helped me. I get uncomfortable and I leave. And that's true about a lot of things, relationships, things like that. Anyway, so Spider-Man thing, basically I was looking and I was trying to find someone to be like, and all these books I was reading, you never saw them in more than one experience. It was always, this great and epic story, but that was it. That was like the only thing you heard of them. So yeah, they did this one good thing, but my thing was life is a lot longer than 360 pages. And I went on from there and I started reading series of books, and even then it was always limited. When I got really sick, when I had scarlet fever, one of my mother's coworkers, because they didn't know me at all, and it's hard for me to break down and read a comic book because I'm not really into pictures. I love taking pictures, but looking at someone else's drawn, while cool, is not my thing. Anyway, they gave me a couple of different comic books. They gave me like a Fantastic Four, a Hulk, I think, a Ghost Rider, and Spider-Man. It's kind of funny because like Fantastic Four was, a family situation that, even though I had a family, I was very much estranged from them, so that wasn't that. The Hulk was just this big angry guy who, did whatever, and I never really understood. Like, he was very nomadic, which is good, but I didn't know that then. But at the same time, like, it wasn't really my thing. The Ghost Rider thing, I think I identify more with him now, just dealing with my own angers and things like that. But as far as the Spider-Man, it was this punk kid. He was 16 years old who was this geek, or a nerd fighter, if, to coin a phrase. But he was a nobody, and he had a crush on, one of the hottest girls in school, Gwen Stacy. Anyone who says Mary Jane is wrong. Sorry, I'm a little bitter about that whole movie thing. Yeah, that whole thing, just, it was one of those things that the comic books, like, when I thought about it, these are experiences over and over again, and you get to see them in different situations. Spider-Man, for example, a lot of bad crap happened to Spider-Man. If you ever, like, go back and, like look at some of the background story, I tend to read the novels still, which still makes me sound like a 10-year-old. I'm 28, if you do the math. Not cute. So that's that. Basically, a series of, stories that I was able to kind of mimic myself after, which is why all the Spider-Man stuff that's everywhere. I'm also not wearing a blue shirt. Isn't that nice? But that's the basic idea. The long and short of it, it gave me the best example of who I wanted to be when I was older, which even now I'm still trying to be that. Fact number 2. I really, really, really don't like guys. That sounds kind of funny, but anyone who actually knows me, I'm like 80% gay. I could probably be gay, except I don't like guys. That sounds confusing and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but all my friends have been female my whole life. All of my friends currently are female. I have a couple of coworkers at the bank that are guys, and we kind of socialize after work. But for the most part, people I'm close to are all female. There's no real right or wrong reason for that. Men are kind of scum. They're piggish, and don't get me wrong, I have my moments. I'm not any better than any of them. I'm more aware of it, and I tend to point it out. Fact number 3. There we go. I really, really like Wheat Thins. They're my favorite snack food. It used to be like a tie between Wheat Thins and Cheez-Its, but Cheez-Its get stuck in your teeth more and it bothers me, but I really like them as well. But mainly, if I have to do like a snack food like binge, if I'm like really depressed or I'm just having one of those days where I'm like freaking out, I need Wheat Thins. In fact, if you look, I have an emergency case of Wheat Thins right by my entertainment center. Fact number 4. I have something like 900 DVDs. I am a movie freak. You will hear me constantly like reference movies, or I went and saw a movie or something like that. I love movies. It's another escape thing as far as the whole I want to escape or I need to get away or anything like that. Movies and books have always been my escape, and always been my, this is how I'm going to do this, this is how I'm going to get away, this is how I'm going to, you know, I'm kind of emotionless myself, so I kind of vicariously live through movies for emotions, and that's really deep and stuff. Fact number 5. I am a Army veteran. I spent a little over 5.5 years in the Army. I went to Iraq twice. I lived in Germany. I was stationed in Fort Lewis back in 2004. Went to Iraq with my team there once. My unit. We say unit. But yeah, that's a little known fact. Not a lot of people on YouTube know. If you go to my website, which you can find on my channel, either linked over in the sidebar over here, or on my channel over here. Aren't we impressed? Yeah, I had to do it twice. So yeah, that's my 5 facts. Let's see if I can recap. Spider-Man, I don't like guys. I'm not gay, that should be part of that. Larissa's calling me right now. Hi, can I call you right back? I'm making a video. Sure. Okay. And that's gonna be in the video and she's gonna laugh. Well, yeah, that's the stuff. The last 2 things were Army and movies. So hope you guys will have a great day and I will talk to you later. Nice! Better.